Hi there, everybody. It is Chef Carol, and today I'm going to show you how to make the Cook Row Journal. But before I start, I wanted to let you know that this is just one way of making the journal. So I really want you guys to use your imaginations and think divergently. I had some suggestions during class today that someone said, Chef Carol, could you use a pizza box as your journal? And I said, of course. And then someone said, how about a shoebox? Absolutely. Or a paper bag. So what we're making with the journal is going to be a place to store all of your lessons. And I'll open up my journal and I'll kind of show you. This is going to be the lessoning on the listening walk. This is going to be a lesson on how to make an observation. And you can see how all the pages are very different. Here I just did a lesson where you're going to make your name with things from nature. But everything is going to be stored inside the journal. So knowing that, there are many different things that you could make to store your lessons. If you take a look at the top, I have written Cook, Grow, Journal. And that is what I would like everybody to put on the front cover of their journal. And at the bottom, I've put my name. I've decorated mine with all kinds of leaves and flowers and did my name, but really this is your journal and you can decorate it any way that you want to. Use your imagination and have fun with it. I was even thinking that maybe on my new journal, I would put a picture of my dog Floydie and maybe some other photos of my family. So just want you to know that this is your journal to decorate any way you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and put this journal away. And I'm going to show you what we're going to need to start with. I'm going to put this away too. So our work area is nice and clean. Just like when we're working in the kitchen, we want to have our mise en place and have all our materials out and ready. So I need 2 pieces of cardboard, and this cardboard was just a part of a box. And the box was pretty big, but I cut the cardboard so that each piece was about 12 inches by 12 inches by 12 inches by 12 inches. So it was, as you can guess, pretty much a perfect square. So once I have my front cover and my back cover, what I want to do is I want to figure out a way of attaching them. So this is Chef Carol's idea. What I did was I actually drew 2 dots. So not too far from the top and not too far from the bottom, about almost the length of my finger. And I drew a dot. And then I drew another dot at the top. And these are where I'm going to poke the holes. So you could use scissors or you could use a pen. If you're going to be using scissors, you might want to ask help from an adult. And do you see how I've poked away from me? I don't want the scissors pointing towards me. Okay, I poked away, and that one actually went in fairly easily. And now I'm going to poke a hole in the bottom. And now the tricky thing is, I want to make sure that the holes on the back cover are exactly the same place. So this is what I do. I slide my front cover over my back cover, and then I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to draw a dot exactly in the same place where my back cover was. Next, I'm going to move my front cover over, and now you can see I know exactly where to poke my holes for my back cover. So I'm going to go ahead and carefully poke a hole. You could also use a pencil or a pen to poke the hole. There we go. So now I have my front cover and my back cover. And as you can see, they're perfectly aligned with each other. The holes are in exactly the same spot on the front and the back. You can even kind of take a peek and you can see right through them. But before I attach them together, I'm going to want to put some pages inside. So I'm going to show you some ideas for pages. You could use just regular paper if you liked, and you could actually get a clip or a clothespin and attach your papers. But if you want to add pages inside your journal, I might use something like this. I found this, it came from some packaging. That would make a really cool piece of paper. I also could use paper bag, and actually this paper bag gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, about 8 different pages that could be part of my journal. So I'm going to show you how I align to make sure that I have the holes in the same place. So I'm going to get rid of my back cover. I'm going to put my front cover again over my page, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing with all of my pages. I'm going to make a dot here, and now I know exactly where to poke my hole. And I'm going to do that like this. Poke a little hole. There we go. Poke a little hole. And I'm going to do this for every single one of my pages that are going to go into my Cook Grow journal. So I'll show you how I'm going to take a paper bag now, and I'm again going to put this right over the top. I'm going to draw a little circle here and a little circle here, and that is how I know where I want to poke my holes. Only this time, I guess I could still use my scissors. I was thinking I might try using a pen, but this actually works fine. In fact, what I'm going to do is, because this is kind of thick, I'm going to fold this over. I'm going to make a little cut here, and that way I'll get the holes all the way through. Do you see that? That worked out really well. I'm going to try that again. I'm going to fold this over. A little tricky. And I'm again going to cut right where my hole, right where my dot is there. That side, fold it, and on that side. So I'm not going to cut all my pages today. You are probably going to want to put at least 10 to 15 pages inside your journal. But I am going to go ahead and assemble my journal. So I've got my front cover, I've got some pages, and I've got my, where did it go? Here we go. I'm not going to add that yet. I've got another page here, and I've got my back cover. So what am I going to use to attach them together? So my idea was that I would take some ribbon or some string. It's actually small ribbon, but you could use string, you could use a pipe cleaner, you could use tape, all kinds of things. And I'm going to now attach them together. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to thread my ribbon through one hole, and then I'm going to thread it through my pages. I'm going to thread it right through here. I'm going to thread it through this beautiful page here. I love this shiny silver. It's a little tricky to get it through. I might have to make that hole a tiny bit bigger. Let's see if I can poke it through. Nope. So I'm going to take my scissors and very carefully make that hole just a little bit bigger. And again, if you're using some really sharp scissors, you might want to ask a grown-up for some help. I'm going to pull it through. There we go. And now I'm going to pull it through my back cover. There we go. So I've got part of my journal assembled. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to tie this up, not too tight, because chances are I'm going to be adding more pages to this, and I'm going to want to be able to open and close it. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do the same thing where the top hole was, right here. So let's see, what do I have here that I can use to attach? I'm trying to find my small ribbon. Where did it go? Okay, so I'm not going to do that for you right now, but I know you guys all get the idea. So you're going to make sure that you take your string or your ribbon, and you're now going to thread it through your top hole, and then you will have the beginning of your journal with pages inside all ready to use. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to show you something else that I thought would be really cool. So we're going to be collecting things to put in our journal because we're going to be making observations just like a field scientist does. So one of the things I thought would be cool is I think I might add a paper bag. I might even glue that or tape that right into the cover like this. And I'm going to use some duct tape because it's nice and strong. And that way I have a bag in here that I can use for collecting some things. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some tape here like this. Slide this over so you can see. And I am going to use that as for collecting materials for my journal. So the other thing I thought that you could use is you might want to use a Ziploc baggie, which is great also because it seals and you won't lose things that way. In fact, I've got a big Ziploc baggie here I've been using, and if you want to take a look, you can see I've been collecting things that we're going to need for some of our lessons. I've been collecting some beautiful fall leaves and some flower petals, and I'm just storing them all in the Ziploc baggie right now until I'm ready for my lesson. I'm going to show you something really pretty that I found. Isn't that nice? So these are just all different ideas of things that you might want to put inside your Cook Grow journal. I actually also got a beautiful birthday card, and I thought that I might just attach that somewhere over there because it just makes me really happy when I see it. I love that. So that is how you make your Cook Grow journal. And again, there are many, many, many different ways of attaching your journal together. You may even want to, if you didn't have a piece of string, I'm going to show you how you could actually, I'm going to go ahead and cut a strip of this. And this could be used to attach the top piece. Even though I couldn't find that ribbon, I think it blew away. I could thread this through, and that would work really, really well. Kind of like that idea. Today during class, one of the students got permission to take an old t-shirt and use the old t-shirt as a ribbon or a string to put their journal together with. So use your imaginations. Think outside the box. We're using a box. We're going to think outside the box about different ideas. And do you see how cool this is? I'm going to go ahead and tie that up, just like that. And now what I want to do is I want to write on my cover, Cook, Grow, Journal. So I'm going to take a big marker, and I think I'll use my purple one, and I'm going to write Cook, Grow, Journal. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to decorate yet. There we go. And at the bottom, I'm going to put my name. I'll just put Carol. And now I'm really going to take my time with the decorations. So maybe I'll make a collage. Maybe I'll use that beautiful card on the front. And then maybe I'll even decorate it with some of these gorgeous fall leaves. So there's your lesson. And I can hardly wait to see everybody's journals.